I could also teach people in half an hour groups all over the planet, some kind of emergency team in case there will be a nuclear blast, in case there will be something really bad happening. I can teach firemen, but also volunteers, people how to heal burns, because they could do it on a wider scale. They can be everywhere in every city where it happens. And this is also the most simple thing to be tested scientifically. Give me cells, we burn them, and we see the difference between the batch haven't been taken care of and the one have. And people will do exactly the same. The trick is there is no spoon. There is no fire. No, nothing is really real, but fire is an illusion. The Druids, the real ones, had a special concept for fire, and that was not part of the element, but it was an usurper of element. Looks very much like it's alive, air, ground, and fire. No, fire is an illusion, like time, like many things. But this one is so easy to unveil, to expose as an illusion through experiment. So that's why I have such rate of results. Amazing. And I guarantee someone who has been burned 3rd degree, barbecued, they're going to give him mega doses of morphine and let him die in an hospital. I guarantee that person can play tennis basically without scarification 3 weeks later. If I can take, or any one of my students will take care of the person.
Fire. See, there was an element of time that was required for this because of this immune response. Could you explain that?
Yes, when your mind has given to your body this horrible order of self-destruction, when the destructions have occurred on a extent which is beyond the point of recovery, well, there is nothing you can do, which means optimally, I can guarantee the 100% rate of success and of without scarification within minutes of the exposure to fire. After an hour, I could, or they could, my students, have a slight rate of unsuccesses. After a day, this is too late. Okay, so rush when you burn yourself.
Yeah.
Rush. It's just, you don't want this unreality to become real.
Yes.
When it has become too real, it's like the Matrix all over,
Yeah.
You are dead, even in your dream. Can you live without your mind? No. Your mind, even in an unreal fashion, has decided that that was the reality, and you have to die. You die, even though it wasn't real.
So would you say then, let's now take this this principle with fire. It's very clear that the brain says this is horrible, it's too painful, I'm dying.
Yes.
And
so it goes back to old taboo. It's also infringing an ancient taboo about fire. It goes back to, that's why it creates such a very rapid detrimental response within the body. It's not only the pain. There are many philosophical, spiritual, and historical aspects that will take us for hours. So let's just keep it all together.
My question has to do now with your general technology of actually what I'm going to say is a reality shift.
Yes.
What you're doing is somehow dropping into, and I'm not, again, this is a pretty difficult area to go into, but you're basically going in and replacing
one reality by another.
One reality for another.
Because there are infinite levels of realities, once again. As well as there is not a universe but pluriverses, infinitely. In the 30s we didn't even know the concept of a galaxy. We thought it was just a bright star. Then we realized, there are billions of galaxies. Now we talk about one universe and one Big Bang, but Big Crush, Big Bang, that's just one cell of an infinite level of universes. And that's in one reality.
Yeah.
The infinite levels of reality with infinite levels of universes and so forth. My gift, but it's not my gift. You have the same, just don't know how to use it. It's just to serve between realities. That means I see a kid being run over by a truck with his little bicycle. I just break into the space-time continuum right away, go to another reality, and the kid is going to go right through all those wheels without being hit. That's it. In another reality, he's dead. In one reality, you have a cancer. In another one, you don't. But I guess you cannot understand the way life really is. Do you think you are just one 50-year-old man? Don't you understand all those transcarnational processes, not reincarnational, those simultaneous lives, those interconnection that makes you a drop of water in an ocean, a galaxy, a woman, a child, an animal, all that simultaneously? Space, time, once again, this great illusion. It's therefore so easy for me when I'm taking care of someone in really bad shape, really dying. First thing, I blend. Well, it's easy, we're always one. But you just don't know the system. I do. We blend. Then we just detach from this little reality, this realm of limited possibilities, and go to another one where things are much easier to fix. And then go back. It's just what I call surfing in this multiple reality universes, pluriverses. There are other realities in which it's easy to heal oneself, But those processes of self-healing, I'm just basically taking over your centers of control when you have decided to destroy yourself. But through faith, miracles happen. Incredible miracles happen just because people have seen Jesus or Krishna. They are going to heal from terminal cancer. I'm no better. I'm just bypassing the system and inculcating into their deeper mind and free will center, heal yourself instead of destroying yourself. You heal yourself. I don't heal. There are two healers. God, you, all of you. I'm just interceding. I'm just in between, surfing. I'm sorry, I cannot be more clear.
I'm delighted.
Okay.
You're doing this. Is fabulous. This is great. I appreciate it very much. And again, this all belongs to you, so none of this is mine. So,
No, it's to everyone. I hope I can be of service.
So let's. I woke up this morning. We'll just play a little bit. And I was thinking about the role of image, imagination, image,
Yes.
and the surfing. Because in order to do what you just described, it's three things seem to be going on. And again, I'm embarrassed to be so presumptuous.
Please don't.
You have, number one, you have to move into other reality, other dimensions. I'm going to say dimensions. To me, reality is an image, right?
Yes, it is.
And so that's imagination. So there's something linked with a fundamental image making process that's part of this design, that your technology is the capacity to hold to imagine something.
Well, if you can imagine, that's the old Druidic proverb. If you can dream it, you can do it. The proof of justice, of a higher dimension in which justice reigns, is that everyone has ingrained a sense of that's not fair. Everyone, in every race, every culture, every civilization, even animals, no doubt, share a sense of that's not fair, a sense of there must be something different, better, higher. Well, if you can dream it, it exists. You just have lost that sense. You are completely tied up, with your heavy chains and your iron balls to one little reductionistic reality. But if you can dream it, it exists.
Yeah.
And what you can dream and what you remember is nothing compared to what your unconscious dreams and can also do, and so forth. And this is with 10% of your brain, remember?
Yeah.
Okay. So come to my machine, get awakened, and get transformed.
So we have the capacity to imagine is
Imagine, imago, remember, that's
yes,
the same
yes,
concept.
I got it.
Perfection, imagine, imago.
Yeah, I saw that route. So this capacity to imagine, it's another whole discussion of how that's been retarded and what's going on. Even the capacity to dream and imagine is
lost.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's horrible. A huge thing. Number two is the capacity to then move into another dimension, right? So that's another whole thing, or is it? Can you help me understand the moving into a different dimension? Because I see them as different. I see the capacity to imagine one thing, and moving into another dimension another.
No, you're a prisoner. It's your fear who keeps you from doing it. Any shaman would tell you exactly the same thing. It's just your fear that keeps you from flying, that keeps you from going to another universe, that keeps you from making a miracle.